Okay, so I did a video yesterday which proved a little bit divisive. I knew when I recorded it that that would happen. Reading your comments, in the main, I got a lot of people agreeing and seeing, my point of view where I was coming from, which is fantastic. But I got an awful lot of other people that were, well, really critical. One of which even said that I would lose a lot of support if I started bashing the Reform Party. Now, I think there's been a little bit of a misunderstanding here. So I'm going to try and explain this again, but tackle it from another point of view. I was not, and I did not bash the Reform Party. Like many people in the comments said, we are in a position in this country where we are screwed politically. The whole thing's collapsed on its backside, and we need something else. Now, an awful lot of people are looking to a political party that has enough clout to give us a possibility that might happen. And that happens to be reform in this case. There is a lot more work to be done. There is a lot more that we need to go through to fix our countries, our, union, if it's to stay as a union, the United Kingdom, but it has to start somewhere. Now, that video that I did was this one. Tice made a big mistake. And you can see the picture of him there smiling in front of the sign of the country he was in. Now, I wasn't having a go at reform. What I was having a go at was the message that this whole episode relays. And I struggled to record it because I work with a member of the Reform Party quite closely on a very important issue, as some of you know that we're following it. But a lot of people that look to reform are a lot of people that really care what happens to this country, really care that there's going to be someone in place that puts this country first. And, to see the leader of that, let's call it a solution, somewhere else, the messaging is just all wrong. Yes, it may well be a noble thing to do to go over there with these supplies and everything else. I know both sides of the argument. Those that are for and those that are against it isn't what this is about. But people are saying surely that could be better spent. I mean, this picture I did yesterday had nearly 2,000 comments on it. When I checked before I recorded this, it's got nearly 3,000 now. That's how much it's rattled people's cages. Later on in the day, he doubled down on it and put this tweet as well. Now, I say the comments are divisive on my channel. I wanted to show you some of the ones that were on Richard's. Just read a few. This guy here, imagine being a steel worker in Port Talbot and seeing the man who wants your vote swanning around over there. Another one, I'm a reform member, and while I still support reform and will vote reform, I'm not happy about this. They've had enough money from the UK. If you want to help them and gain more support from potential British voters, you should be meeting, their leader to encourage peace talks. And it continues. It continues. Turning point, nice one. Well done, Richard. There is a positive comment there. There is the odd one. Here's another one. The only way I could consider you now is if you're an undercover agent rescuing kids, which I doubt. We all know this is a proxy war and your publicity stunt will not go down well with Brits. Our country is going down the drain. There you are, virtue signalling. Another one, oh dear, own goal. Another one, not sure your advisors are giving you good advice. Pathetic. Let me try to spell it out for you. That's deeply unpopular over there with grassroots home voters. It's only popular with the UK establishment, the US State Department, weapons contractors, and so on and so on. Another one, oh no, man, just stop this. Reform is our only chance, and you're waffling on about the situation over there. We sent them enough. get Nigel Farage as leader. We don't stand a chance. So I'm not going to go on, but you can see the general pattern of the comments, and that is directly on his own Twitter feed. Now, yet again, it's not the Reform Party that I take issue with. It's the messaging, the image that's been put across. As I said in my video yesterday, you know, no matter what part of life you're in, whether you're on a YouTube channel, whether you're on a political life, whether you're some A-list celebrity, people make a lot of assumptions and people come to a lot of conclusions based on two things in front of them: what they see and what they hear. And I maintain that this isn't a good look, and it's not going to go down well with an awful lot of people which are so desperate for change in this country. That's it. That was the criticism, purely and squarely at his doorstep. Now, I hope, coming at it from a different angle, you understand what I was trying to say. And, you know, let me know your comments, and perhaps we can have a readout of this video in a couple of days where it's had a chance to build up some momentum and see what people really think. If you want to see the original video I did, which caused all the storm in the first place, there it is right there. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.